We're going to talk about the really real history of Thunder Punch.
The really real history.
It's almost as old as Thunderhead.
It is. Okay. What is Thunder Punch? It's pop mixed with alcohol, basically. When we started, we were in a little tiny garage, and our tap room out front had seating for 8, and we were selling a lot of the beer to go. And after about a year, a little more than a year, we moved to a bigger building and put in a restaurant. And then we wanted to have a wider variety of things for people to eat and drink. I got the idea to make Thunder Punch one day and went back to the pub and put it in a keg. And from that point on, we had Thunder Punch on tap at the brewery. And that was probably about 2001.
And for 19 to 20 of those years, you were selling like 200 gallons a month?
Well, probably for the first 4 years, we sold about 15 gallons a month. And then for the next 6 years, we sold about 200 gallons a month. So it didn't jump like that. All of a sudden, it gradually got more and more. We started out mixing it in kegs, and then it got to be annoying mixing it in kegs because we'd keep running out, and we'd always have to have another one going, and mixing it 15 gallons at a time was a bit of a pain. So we got a 200-gallon Grundy tank, and we started mixing it 200 gallons at a time. And that was way better.
Other than the quantities you were mixing it in, did anything change about it in the first 19 years of its...
Yes, lots of things changed. So it's all basically been the same. It's grape soda, grapefruit soda, and lime soda. We always made the grape soda from scratch, but we were buying the grapefruit soda as Squirt. We were buying the lime as Rose's Lime, and we were buying the alcohol. The first things we changed was we figured out that the Squirt was actually grapefruit soda, which I didn't know. And once that became clear, we started making grapefruit soda, and it was really good. Tasted about the same, but it was a cane sugar soda. It was really good. And so then we did that for a year or two, and then I got the idea, well, Rose's Lime, it can't be anything more than lime and sugar. So we started making that. We just started adding lime and sugar, and it tasted very similar, a little bit better. And so then we were making it mostly from scratch. The only thing we were buying was the alcohol.
And the alcohols, you went through a bevy of different options.
Yeah.
Choices.
We used whiskey, vodka, spiced whiskey, spiced rum, plain rum. But none of them were bad. They were all good.
Right. All of the other ingredients overpower any alcoholic.
Yeah. And the ice, we always serve it over ice so it keeps it cold. So it kind of makes it hard to taste things.
So fast forward to the pandemic.
The pandemic came with the lockdowns, and the restaurant had to stop serving food. But at the same time, the governor said, you can have mixed drinks to go, which I don't think that anyone was thinking about Thunder Punch as a possible to-go item up till then. But we'd been thinking about it for a long time. And it was illegal up till that minute. And all of a sudden we had glass growlers ready to go. We had Thunder Punch mixed and ready to go. And we had a huge number of people that had been asking for Thunder Punch to go for decades. So the next day, we were allowed to sell it to go. And we had posted that we were going to start selling it to go that morning. Shortly after opening, we had a line of people socially distanced apart, but so it wasn't that many people, but it was a pretty long line and out of the building, and it stayed that way for about 2 weeks, I'd say.
Yeah, I was going to say a month.
We sold the most that day and maybe a little bit less every day, but after 30 days, we were still selling about as much as we used to sell in a month per day. You remember, you were there.
Yeah, I went from the beginning of the pandemic worried about maybe not getting enough hours to spending 40 hours a week making soda.
That's good because our beer sales dropped off to 20% of what they were maybe. And our Thunder Punch more than made up for it.
But it didn't seem sustainable that we would be able to sell it in growlers forever. And we didn't know if
Right.
Pete Ricketts was going to leave that thing in place where we could sell mixed drinks to go.
Totally true. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years before that, I had looked into a seltzer machine. And it was shockingly expensive. It was cost prohibitive. We were definitely never going to be able to buy that thing. But then after selling Thunder Punch for a month, we had enough money in the bank to buy that machine. So we bought that machine. Because we didn't know. Any day the governor or the liquor commission could say, no more mixed drinks to go. And then we would have been totally screwed.
So we needed to find a way to make the alcohol to go in the punch ourselves. And we did.
And then everything about the punch is made from scratch. It's completely a unique product. So not only can we sell it to go, we can put our logo on it and sell it to other businesses and sell it as our own unique product. So then we started doing that. So Thunderhead Grape was doing so well, we put it in a printed can, and then we thought it'd be fun to bring out a couple of extra Thunder Punch flavors. So we brought out cherry after grape, and then we brought out lime, I don't know, about 3-4 weeks after that. And it's doing great. So now there's 3 kinds of Thunder Punch,
which are available at various retailers throughout Nebraska.